for us, we see youth as an opportunity. It's such a great opportunity. I know it's been said that the youth are the future. It might sound cliche. It might sound like it has really been overstated, but it's a fact. Looking at our country, for example, and even the African region, majority of the citizens are the youth. So there is really a need to focus on them. So the way as FSC, the way we supported was, of course, the first thing was trying to create a linkage between them and maybe an FSC-certified printing factory or printing organization, stroke company. And that is what we did. We did the matchmaking. We have around 26 FSC-certified companies in Eastern Africa who actually produce products they printed on FSC-certified paper. So that was the first thing that we did. And the second contribution we made was we were able to create awareness to our partners around what YMCA is doing about the games as well. And also just, create that psycho energy towards people to, come and participate and attend the event as well.
Okay, we up and running. Hi, Frida.
Hello, Raymond.
So welcome to our space. We call it the Power Space, hence the name Power Space Podcast.
Yes.
And this is our 11th episode, the second part. We had a first part of this conversation with a youth from Sierra Leone called Leon. Yeah, when you get the time, I don't know if you've listened to it, but I'll share with you the link later. Listen to the first part, then later on when you're listening to us now this second part, you'll be able to join in the dots very well.
All right.
So maybe introduce yourself to our listeners, to our viewers, who you are, your name.
Thank you, Raymond, for having me in this very lovely space. I've been here before, but I actually hadn't been to your studio, so I'm very excited to be here. My name is Frida Salim. I serve as a marketing and communication specialist for FSC Eastern Africa. So basically, I lead the marketing and the comms efforts across the sub-region. FSC Eastern Africa is part of a big organization, a global organization called the Forest Stewardship Council. It's based in Bonn. It's an organization that is it is 30 years old. And it's basically tasked with conserving and preserving forests for all, forever, and basically for generations to come. Yes.
Okay. So you said FSC is 30 years old. That's the global FSC.
Yes.
And I've seen there are kind of regional, let's say, offices or branches.
Yes.
How old is the Eastern region or the African region? And maybe briefly 1 minute, give us other regions that there are apart from the global one.
All right. So we do have this FSC Eastern Africa, like I said. FSC Eastern Africa is around 10 years old, give or take. When we say Eastern Africa, we're basically looking at all the countries in Eastern Africa. We do have another office in Southern Africa that basically serves the Southern African region. And we also have a region in Western Africa, in Gabon and Congo Basin. For obvious reasons, I mean, the forests there are immense, are intense. And then we also have offices across the globe. We're in Canada, we're in South America, we are in Europe, obviously. Yes.
Okay, so to start us with our first question, okay, you've introduced FSC and FSC Eastern Africa.
Yes.
So could you maybe briefly give us a sense of what the organization does? Because FSC is globally known, as you've said, for promoting sustainable forestry.
Yes.
So how does that connect with the climate action in work, and which we are going to talk about it later on? And we know that FSC mission is not just about certifying forests.
Yes.
It's also about maybe fighting climate change. So what does that commitment look for you in the Eastern Africa?
With FSC, we are really, when it comes to basically our contributions toward climate action, we are really focused on preserving forests. Because you realize when you conserve or preserve forest, you're preserving biodiversity, you're making sure that communities are actually getting the benefits from these forests, you're ensuring that ecosystems are enhanced and as well also preserved. So that is how we basically come in. But also there's the angle of certification, which basically means that FSC is the gold standard for anything coming from the forest. So this could be something, either could be a timber product or a non-timber product. So for example, if you go to a forest, we do certify forests under something called the FM certification or forest management certification. So that means we've looked at this forest and all the international regulations or the standards that have been set globally as to how you should handle a forest or manage a forest have been adhered to. So you do get what we call an FM certificate. Thereafter, if you're in maybe production, you're dealing with items or products coming from the forest, you can actually get items coming from an FSC-certified forest without worrying about if the chain has been broken, or you can actually ascertain that the items are actually coming from an FSC-certified forest. Now, that level, you get what we call a chain of custody certificate. And that basically means for you, you're able to trace that particular product. For example, if it's a piece of paper, you can trace it all the way back to the forest that it came from, to the tree it came from, and the standards that were adhered at that particular forest. And then along the value chain, if you're a customer or a consumer and you go to the supermarket and you're picking an item, maybe you have two options. You have printing paper that is coming from an FSC certified forest versus printing paper that is not coming from an FSC certified forest. When you pick or choose the one that is coming from an FSC certified forest, it also means for you as a consumer, you're able to trace that whole chain all the way back to the factory, all the way back to the forest. Now, at that level, you're obviously making a sustainable choice. I know there are very many things we consider, like cost, even availability, because not always you will have availability or access to items or materials or products coming from an FSC certified forest. So that's also a way that basically contribute to conserving the environment and forests in general.
It's like you are kind of joining the chain to sustainability.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay, so nice. So I want us to talk about the climate games.
Yes.
You've been involved in the climate. First of all, do you know about the climate games per se, the ones that the Africa WMC is running?
To be honest, I only know about the Jihami for obvious reasons. It's one we were really part of. However, I was part of the cohorts that you had last year when you were starting the project. We were, I don't want to say blessed, but we were lucky enough. Your coordinator invited us and gave us an opportunity to talk about FSC and what we do. Then we're able to see the participants, the excitement and the ideas that they had, how they were going to communicate issues of climate to their communities.
Okay, so hold on to that. We'll
come back.
Yeah, and we'll get to how the festival was, because I'm sure it was amazing from the social post that I saw. It was good.
Yes,
so
it was.
Before we get to even you finding yourself at the festival, so how did FSC get involved in supporting this project through the AYMCS? Rather, what attracted you to this, let me call it unconventional approach to using games at advancing climate education?
Yeah, so like I said, we were involved in the first workshop last year in September, I believe, where you had the cohorts trying to come together, get ideas of who is going to come up with the game and how are the winners going to be chosen, and of course, what are the parameters that need to be adhered to. So it was very interesting. Thereafter, of course, the conversation did not end between FSC and YMCA. And YMCA reached out and they said they found a winner and they were ready to start, producing the games and if we're able to support in any way. So the way as FSC, the way we supported was, of course, the first thing was trying to create a linkage between them and maybe an FSC-certified printing factory or printing organization. Stroke company, and that is what we did. We did the matchmaking. We have around 26 FSC certified companies in Eastern Africa who actually produce products they printed on FSC certified paper. So that was the first thing that we did. And the second contribution we made was we we were able to create awareness to our partners around what YMCA is doing about the games as well. And also just, create that psycho energy towards people to, come and participate and attend the event as well. So that is how we contributed. And of course, support towards the event itself.
Okay, nice. Talking of support and everything, because you're giving your resources. And so how do such youth initiatives fit into FSC vision for environmental sustainability?
I think for me, and of course even for FSC, really, for us, we see youth as an opportunity. It's such a great opportunity. I know it's been said that the youth are the future. It might sound cliche. It might sound like it has really been overstated, but it's a fact. Looking at our country, for example, and even the African region, majority of the citizens, are the youth. So there is really a need to focus on them. At FSC, we do have a lot of projects that focus on youth already. We are very youth-oriented, very youth-focused. We do have the Little Stewards. This is a group of students who are around the ages of 3 to 14. So far, it's an environmental club, and it has around almost 177 students who know about climate issues and are so passionate about it. And when you sit and attend their events, it's shocking. We also do other projects with the Forest Society students where we support them for the FSK, or the Forest Society of Kenya annual conference. We mentor them and of course have side events as well. Then of course there's this aspect now with YMCA, which obviously is very encouraging, looking at the energy when having attended the climate launch games. It was amazing. So yes, for us youth, we are very focused, and just not in Eastern Africa. We do have other projects in Southern Africa, but we even have a book towards the same. Over and above that, we do mentor universities. We do, my colleagues do stuff with university students as well. We're always giving talks and sensitizing the youth around issues of certification and climate action as well.
Okay.
Yeah. We do a lot with the youth in a sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
So speaking of doing a lot with the youths, you also mentioned the games.
Yes.
The festival.
Yes.
So now back to it. Could you maybe paint a picture for us about the festival?
Yes.
Maybe even there's someone who's wondering, okay, these guys are talking about a festival, or what are you guys talking about? What festival? What is happening? So kind of give us.
Let me paint the picture from my end. So YMCA had basically informed us that the climate games are ready. For us, from us as FSC, we hadn't even seen the actual board game. So obviously we went there with a lot of excitement. We couldn't really wait to see the board game. So from that perspective, that is the psyche we had. That is the energy we're really looking forward to. But when we arrived there, my goodness, nothing prepared us for what we saw. I think I underestimated the word YMCA because you guys have all the youth.
You had me in the first half. No, you do. You had me in this first statement that you say. I was waiting for the worst.
No, nothing prepared. Oh my God. I don't know if we still call it the pool, but the pool you guys had, all the youth. I mean, you had children from the ages of, I think, even 2. The place was full of. I did not even know that youth. I know I do work with youth, but I'm always shocked. I'm always taken aback at the amount of psych and energy that they have and the passion towards climate change. And another thing, apart from, of course, the youth, I loved how YMCA had really brought in a lot of partners around. I mean, you had people from the deaf communities. I liked how you really, incorporated the people who maybe obviously have these disabilities, right? We can call them that. Right? We do call them that, right?
Persons with disabilities.
Yes, so special needs type of. Yeah, so it was very well represented. You had guys from the ministry, you had guys from the health industry. It was just amazing. The energy, the passion, the way the youth and even the young children, little children know so much about climate change. Even if it's in Swahili, kwa mashinani, as we say, on the ground, it was amazing. It was really amazing. The passion, it was amazing. And of course, interacting with the game creator, watching people play the game. I was fortunate enough to bring my kids as well to the festival, and they were so excited and just playing the game, and also my colleagues as well.
How easy was it for one to understand the game?
It was very easy. Also, to understand the game was easy. For me, I'm not much of a chess player. I know it's tied around chess, but you can play it however you want as well. And I love the concept how you brought in issues of climate change into the game. And then, of course, you're able to just have conversations, around getting solutions for the problem, which is something a 50-year-old can do, a 15-year-old can do, also a 5-6-year-old can do. So that makes it a very inclusive game. Yeah.
Okay, nice one. So you've told us that the Jihami game was printed on FSC-certified papers. Which is a very good example of
sustainability. You walk the talk.
Exactly. Is it called preaching wine and drinking wine, or preaching water and drinking water?
I think it is
something in the let us not go deep.
Let us not.
Okay, so let us now do kind of a reflection of impact on these youth partnerships. So from your perspective, what impact has FSC's involvement had so far in the Climate Games Initiative and the youth involved? In that, is there any success story or a moment that made you think that really this is going to make a difference?
Well, since the games were launched 2 weeks ago, we can't really measure it so far as in the impact it's had. However, at this stage, just looking at it in a futuristic way, here is a game that has been created by Kenyans. No, I know right now I'm talking about Jihami, not necessarily across the entire, Africa region, but Jihami, you're looking at it, he's an African created by an African youth. It's a game created on FSC-certified paper, obviously the first of its type. The FSC logo, I'm sure at some point you probably put it up, the FSC logo is on the game. So first of all, we don't want to say it's a marketing tool, but it is a marketing tool, because obviously for us, you will see the logo and you'll wonder, what is this logo and what does it mean? It does increase the visibility for FSC. Also, it does, it's a conversation starter, because, okay, what is this logo? I haven't seen it before. Or maybe I have seen it on maybe milk cartons, on printing, packaging, things like that. So for us, it is a conversation starter. It is creating awareness about FSC, who we are and what we do. And obviously, it is showing, the power of the youth, because this is a game that has been created by a young man. He's come up with these positive ideas of how you can basically discuss things that are obviously maybe either given at lectures or are considered very serious. But now at this level, you're almost able to have an informal conversation, a more laid-back conversation about issues of climate. So the impact will be felt.
In itself, that's a success story.
It's a win.
It's a win, and also the optimism that you left the event with, because you could have gone to the event and be like, oh God, what kind of partnership or thing did we involve ourselves in?
Sorry to interrupt. And by the way, I forgot to tell you about the event. We're able to go and visit the Kihoto, the slums, where they have actually been submerged due to the flooding. So, of course, for us, it was also very eye-opening on a personal level, because, yes, we do hear there are floods, but we've never really come and seen them. So we're able actually to get basically an up-close look and understand the issues of climate change. They are not just so far removed as they were before.
Kihoto is the place that experienced the flooding due to the things to do with climate.
Climate.
Okay, nice one. So now looking ahead, what's kind of it's not a must for it to be kind of a concrete vision or way ahead, but looking ahead, what's the vision maybe, or what do you foresee the vision for US FSC and the future partnerships that will later on do? And has this experience so far influenced how you will work with young climate leaders for the organizations and other organizations that you'll maybe do partnerships with, like the YMCA.
Yeah.
Do you plan to continue to expand such kind of collaborations? Or
I think the collaboration has been very interesting, very eye-opening. As you've seen, this is a type of out-of-the-box thinking that we need to basically communicate issues of climate and also to just be relevant to the youth. So, of course, moving forward, we do look forward to further collaborations with the Africa YMCA. We do look forward to maybe even moving this just out of Eastern Africa and, going across the region because, as you said, you're also across the region as well, even the globe as well. So we see how we can partner as well. It's so interesting to see how many of these games can be created that can just be, even if we find a way to just supply to the rest of the communities around the globe, really, that would also be very awesome. And when it comes to, I think, interacting with the youth, obviously I do encourage other organizations to see how they can partner and collaborate with the youth because, like we said, they are the future, but they need to be given an opportunity to do the same and also to just bring their amazing ideas because the ideas are there.
Okay, the ideas are there, but people to help with the execution, I think there's some, do you call it a mislink or?
Well,
there's kind of a link that will enable this person that has the idea to actualize the idea. And the factors are many, maybe financial, maybe in some places, especially now with the peace and also the climate issues. But anyway, here we are. FSC
we have started.
FSC is there.
One step at a time.
Okay, so wrapping up, it has been an insightful conversation, honestly. Getting to kind of hear from our partners' perspective. Because from my side, I've been hearing a lot from the inside and the youth and the participants and the recipients. But I was really hoping to hear from partners' perspective of it. And so do you have any final thoughts? Maybe, what do you call it? I don't want to call it an advice.
Is it a parting shot?
Okay, it's also
no, don't put you in a box.
But do you have any hopes for the future of these climate games initiative?
I mean, on an individual level, on an organization level, we really look forward to seeing this really blow up, for lack of a better phrase. And to just, like I said, having these games in every household. I mean, look at there we have Monopoly and chess. You can almost not miss, or even playing cards, or even what is the board game that? There's Monopoly, there's chess, there's draft. Draft is what I was trying to remember. Or cards, or any other, of course. Households do vary, of course, obviously. But it would be nice to be able to have as many of those games as we have of the regular chess, the Monopoly type of setup. And also for us to move from just the lecture type of communication of climate issues to maybe now new vibrant ideas, ways of communicating, for example, that are even more relevant.
Okay.
To the masses and the youth.
And also for me, it's been also kind of a very good experience with these climate games.
Yes.
Playing something that a peer has created, and it's not only a peer, but someone, let's say just from my neighborhood. It's a whole different experience. And so hoping to have you again on the podcast.
Yes.
And I'm also hoping in our next conversation, because I know most of the games that are being created now are not so digital. I would love to experience a point where we'll get to digital climate games and also see, maybe join in the way that you get joined in that whole chain. because now you are getting involved in a, what can you call, kind of a tangible way, i.e. the creation of the FSC-certified printing materials.
Yeah.
So just I thought that has just come up to see your involvement when we get to the digital bit of it. But anyway, it's for the future and for us to discover what the future.
And we look forward. We look forward to collaborating more, of course, with our MCA. As you've seen, gamification is the future, really. Yeah, so we do look forward to that.
Okay, thank you for your, how many minutes has it been? For your 25 minutes.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for giving FSC a way to collaborate and try and make a bit of difference and for us to really interact with the youth.
Okay.
Yes.
Adios.
Thank you very much.